Is it possible that you've been making these two mistakes when using this tool? Here we go. Answer honestly. And if you answer yes to one or both of these questions, I have a solution for you. All right, number one, when you use this tool, do you allow those numbers that appear to dictate how you feel? In other words, when those numbers appear, do those numbers have the power to make you happy, sad, frustrated, defeated? Yes or no? Answer honestly. Number two, when those numbers appear, do those numbers have the power to dictate how you're going to fuel your body today? In other words, how much or how little you fuel your body? If you answered yes to one or both of those questions, let's change that. This is a tool, and it collects data. And the data that it collects day to day can vary drastically based on a myriad of factors, such as hydration, sleep, hormones, the amount of sodium you ate the day before, the amount of carbs you have eaten. All of those factors play a role in this number. When you're using this scale as a tool, and that is all it is, a tool to collect data, you need to keep in mind that this number will vary drastically, okay? And it is just data. If you need to use this as a tool, and I'm not judging, use it if you want to, don't use it to look at the number day to day. Look at the big picture, as in the monthly overall average picture. Because of how much that number can vary day to day, it's best to look at the overall picture. Now, the best thing to do, along with keeping in mind that this is only a tool that is collecting data, it does not dictate your mood, and it should not dictate what you eat, how much or how little. The best thing to do is what we call those non-scale victories. That's where you should be celebrating. Those are things such as, this week I moved my body more than I did last week. This week I walked farther than I did last week. This week I ate more fiber in my diet than I did last week. This week I got in more protein than I did last week. Those are the types of things that we want to be celebrating. So keep that in mind. If you need to use it as a tool to collect some data that is looked at in a monthly overall way, but celebrate those non-scale victories, those things that you are able to do now this week that you didn't do last week. Remember, it's about consistency and not perfection. Move your body, move more, and be consistent. I'll see you next week.